So I had a heartbreak yesterday. I lost all my work for like my project for college. So I had to redo it yesterday and I was heartbroken. I had to cry about it because honestly I was so distressed that I'd lost all my work over 2 months of work gone. And it was heartbreaking. But yeah, I recorded it when I redid it. So if it happened again, then I would have evidence I've done it. So you can see in the corner how long it's taking me because this is sped up 400%. And you can see in the corner the timer going up. So that's just really mad. Also, the software that I use LX Plan for making lighting rigs. And I use EOS Family for making this. This is what this is. And they're both free if you want to have a go at making lighting rigs. It's all pain to make them. I don't like making them very much. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot more when I was using this computer because when I did it on my laptop, it was a lot smaller and a lot harder because I only had a trackpad to do it, which is what I've been using for the last 2 months. But yeah, basically my memory stick corrupted everything on there and it had my only save files for my work. So I was whilst I was doing this, I was also trying to get my save files back as well as, redoing it just in case I couldn't. And I couldn't, so I've redone it, but you know, we live and we learn, don't we? So this is a pretty simple rig. It's only got 20 lights in it. It's not that hard. Well, it was actually really difficult because I have this software just like loses me halfway through. I'm really confident in going in, and then like halfway through I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But the rig's quite simple for like people that actually know what they're doing and not for people that have no idea what they're doing. And there is actually another tab to this. If you have a double screen monitor, then it automatically puts the patch tab on your other screen. So you're just seeing the augmented view at the moment, but there is a patch tab. And also I put all my other like bits and pieces over to that screen so you didn't see it. So you can just watch the augmented. So this is what this is. This is augmented 3D, which basically just, I'm saving it because, oh my God, I saved every single step of the way. It was saved at every single point that I did. I did cues 1 to 5, saved it. I did organize the rig, saved it. I half organized the rig, saved it. I did the colours, saved it. And I was just not having a fun time with it. It's actually a lot more fun once I've, designed the rig. I don't know if I'll put the rig on screen because I don't think it's actually good still, but, it was the best I could do with like 2 days. This was a 2-month project and I had 2 days to finish it once I corrupted all my files. So I was just like, anything will go at this point. As long as I finish it, I'll be proud. To be fair, this is pretty much what I had last time. If you watched my video on Wednesday, then you'll recognize it. It's pretty much what I had on Wednesday, but it's a little bit more, not this. It's a little bit more like sophisticated in angles and stuff, and I sorted some cues out. I was writing down the cues of what channels, like the channels are like single lights, what lights were used in each cue, so that if it corrupts again before Monday, I have all them written down. So basically just speeds up the process, probably, I don't know. But yeah, so that was just painful. I used this light that I used the Parcan at the side that's like slightly outside the rig to mark my stage, because we had to use the INS college theatre for this, use the rig for it. So the Parcan on the side is the one that like kind of is at the edge of the stage in the theatre. So that was where I was marking it from, and that's where I tried to hit all my lighting cues from. But it was just painful to do all this. I fiddled for so long with the angles. I was just all the angles all the time. Like I went back and tweaked some even still. This video doesn't show me putting the colours in, but I have done the colours and I was tweaking it even then. And also the colours took me ages because I couldn't find a blue that I liked. So if you watch my video on Wednesday, you also know that I did the cues to Waiting on a Miracle from Encanto because I was listening to it like obsessively. I'm still listening to it obsessively. It's such a good song. I love it. And it's like one of my better tastes in music, that song. So I was using that because I felt like it inspired me a bit more, and it was because this is for a contemporary dance piece. So I felt like using a bit of music would help me come up with cues, and it did. So it worked, and that's all that matters. So the angling took me ages, and I still wasn't happy with it when I don't know, it looks a bit weird when you're putting it through all the cues, but I think that it looks okay if you did it in real life, because obviously the lights would merge together instead of this one, they're just kind of like layered. I was like messing around with the spotlights for ages. The profile spots, they're called profile spots. I don't know how to explain it, but profile spots, yeah, they're different. So you got spotlights, which are called profile spots, and then you have parkans. These are all generic ones. Fresnels, which are spelt Fresnels, which I could not get my head around for ages. And then we have floods and I always forget this one. I always remember parkans and Fresnels. There's one more that I can't remember, but yeah, it's always they're the generic ones. You can get LED parkans, they're really fun to play with when we're doing them in college, because they can go any colour, so you can literally just make like a strobe effect, and we did that in college once. We went behind the curtain, and that makes it sound really bad, but it was during stage management, so we were doing it so in stage management we were practicing our like stage management skills, obviously, and some of us had to act, and whilst we weren't acting, we went and plugged in a parkan and an LED parkan behind the curtain and just had fun with the strobe on it, because it was like activated by sound, and because everybody was talking or like whispering, it kept going through the colours, and it looked like we were having a dance party behind this curtain. There wasn't enough space behind the curtain to have a dance party, but it did look like it, so that was fun. I think anybody looking to get into production arts is definitely worth a look, because I love doing production arts so much. I don't like doing the lighting, but there's always going to be something that you don't like, and I think that is worth getting into just because it's so fun. You work as part of a team, and working as part of a team is really fun when you're like 3 hours into a gig and you're already kind of like draining energy. So working with like on gigs is really fun. We did a fashion show, that's pictures on the Wednesday video again, like, you know. That's just like my motto today, go look at the Wednesday video. But yeah, that has all the fashion show pictures that I was comfortable putting on YouTube, and that's kind of what we do, and it's amazing. Like what you can do with lights and sound and staging makes you really proud. I don't know, proud at the end of how well you've done at the end of it. And I think being in a theatre is hilarious fun, because like I feel like I know something a lot of people don't, because I can go behind stage in the theatre and I know nearly everywhere in the theatre now. So although you do go to theatres, if you go to like see a show in a theatre that you know the backstage of, it does kind of ruin the effect, but it's so much more fun like to go behind stage and be running about with the headset on, you feel really important. And like with your top that says like production crew on it, it's great fun. So, and everybody has to come up to you and ask you for things, and you can just say no. Like that's the best thing about it, is that you can just say no to teachers, because like what are they going to do about it? They can't do production arts. So, but yeah, I think production arts is definitely a career that I'm going to enjoy. And also it's very different. You're doing different things each time. Like you can specialise in something, so you can like specialise in sound, but you're never going to be doing the same show for more than like a couple weeks, unless you're doing a company. In that case, you may be doing it for a few years. But you're going to be in different places or different theatres if you're the touring company. And also, like, you're going to, if you do it in a normal theatre, like a stationary theatre, not a touring company, then you'll be doing different shows nearly every week. So, like, there will be rehearsal and you'll be doing lots of different things, but your roles and your jobs will change a lot. So yeah, just production is just great fun in general. So anybody thinking that they want to get into theatre but is too shy to go in front of like on the stage, then production arts is a really good one, and it's great fun. I think it's also bolstered my confidence a lot. I don't feel as self-conscious. And also it's hilarious. Oh, on Wednesday I got to be a snake because we had to go underneath the staging for the fashion show, and you literally had about, it was like half a meter up. So you had half a meter and you couldn't sit up, you couldn't do anything, you had to lie down on your front or your back. And we were putting all these like cables in, you could barely see anything, and that was great fun. It was like, it felt really fun, it felt really childish. You know when you have like those things where you feel really childish and you're like, this is what I miss being a kid. That was exactly that, because we were having a whale of a time underneath the staging, like joking about like being a snake, and also just like working out logistics. I don't know, it's like problem solving, and there's no maths in it, so you know, it's great fun. And lights may be my least favourite thing, but I can put them onto a rig and I can take them off a rig. I don't know how long I've talked for, because I'm probably going to cut a lot of it out, but I'll let music take over for a bit and you can watch the rest of it as music. So thank you for listening to my like ramble. But yeah, lighting, I just had to mourn my college work for a bit, and you know, when you do YouTube you can just record it. So anyway, just in case I don't say this at the end of the video, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and follow my Instagram, Olympia.Peacechild, and follow my Twitch, OlympiaPeacechild. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I shall see you in tomorrow's video, because I have another one for tomorrow.